is. That's what I talk about, Oklahoma sugar right there.
This week on Discover Oklahoma, we're on the fishing trail with Oklahoma's own Jimmy Houston, checking out the lake life on Keystone, at a top deck destination on Tinkiller, at Sequoia Bay's new Lookout Kitchen, plus catfish and more at a classic Okie Café. Come with us to Discover Oklahoma.
Hi, I'm Dino Lalli, and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. Joining me this week is Lieutenant Governor Matt Pinnell. Good to see you, sir.
Well, thanks again for having me, Dino. Tomorrow is National Go Fishing Day, and we're out here a little early doing some fishing at Lake Keystone.
All right, and we're now actually on the lake, this beautiful lake, just half an hour west of Tulsa.
Leave the city behind and explore the wooded hiking trails and peaceful camping spots. Book a rustic cabin or bring your RV, but leave your worries behind because you won't need them here while you're relaxing on the water.
And I know you would agree with me that one of the best ways to relax on the water is with a fishing pole.
And we're gonna head out there in just a minute, but first, we're gonna meet a man from Moore, Oklahoma that very well may be the most famous fisherman in the entire world.
Jimmy Houston competed in nearly 250 Bassmaster tournaments and earned more than $350,000. An author and TV star, he is known for his blonde hair, dark glasses, and signature laugh. Jimmy, who will be 79 years old this summer, lives in Doherty, Oklahoma with his wife, Chris, a top angler in her own right. They have an ark full of critters, all well known to their thousands of social media followers.
Our Augustus Cook got the chance of a lifetime to hit the water with one of his childhood heroes, the man who is the reason that, as a little boy, Gus kissed every fish he caught.
Well, like a lot of boys in Oklahoma, I grew up watching fishing TV, so today I'm a little nervous because I'm here with
Chris?
local
Hey,
legend,
buddy. Good to
Oklahoma
see you,
resident, Jimmy Houston, and we're gonna get out there on the water, do some fishing. Now, one thing before
We're
we
gonna
get
do some
started,
catching. We're
you're
gonna
gonna
do some catching.
catching.
We're going fishing, we're doing catching.
Perfect. And before we get started, I had to match.
Cool, you're there, man.
Let's do it.
Fishing is one of my favorite things, but I don't get to do it that much, and frankly, I couldn't believe I was getting the chance to learn from the most famous fisherman since Captain Ahab.
This bait right here is what's called a wake bait, and it's kind of a specialized bait. You can see the way you fish it there. It's just made to wind back in on the top of the water, and it's creating a wake. Oh, did you see that one boiled under it? Oh, there he got it. There he come up and got it. He boiled under that wake bait and then come back and got it.
Missed it on that first try. I got back up for it.
You know, the bad thing is I've only got one wake bait, and I've got tied on my rod.
All good.
Now, like a $100 bill or something might get that.
And with this catch began the trend of the day. Me casting a lot, Jimmy catching a lot, and each fish getting a signature Jimmy Houston smooch.
I don't really know where that got started. We got the whole world kissing fish, though. We get pictures every day. Used to get them in the mail. Now we get them, you know, on a text message or whatever. Ooh, another one jumped up there and grabbed that bait off the top of the water. Now, I've got my barb smashed down, so it's a lot easier to unhook the fish. Get them unhooked. It's a nice one. Good one. And now I just love kissing them. But
Seriously, this guy cannot stop catching fish. And not only does Jimmy love kissing each catch, he's also just passionate about fishing as a whole.
I do more bass fishing than anything else, and I love them all, but I paid my way through college catching catfish. We caught literally thousands of catfish, and I love to crappie fish, white bass, stripers. I saltwater fish also. We don't do a lot. Yeah, I got not just memories with my kids, but with grandkids and now great-grandkids, and I think that's what fishing is really all about. You know, it's a family sport. It's something that you can do forever. You don't really get too old to go fishing.
What kept you in Oklahoma? What was the draw?
Well, we just have such great fishing here, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that got me right in the head.
Dang.
That's a nice fish too. Hit right above my glasses. There he is right there. There he is right there. See him swimming?
Yep.
That's the one. The fish trying to hook me.
Jimmy has been able to incorporate his two passions, fishing and faith, in person, on social media, and in print.
The daily devotional has really turned into a ministry of its own. We wrote a daily devotional which has got a scripture for every day. a fishing tip for every day, and a devotional built around fishing.
Even after relinquishing his beloved wake bait to use the same spin bait I had on, he was still pulling in fish faster than I could ask him questions for this interview.
You want to kiss one of my girls? Well, I hope you don't have to have the guys give you their girlfriend to get you a little sugar out there. But that's all right. It's okay to kiss another man's fish. He will not shoot you for that.
As we wrapped up our interview after about an hour of fishing, we were approaching the dock where I actually caught my first fish of the day.
That's a big old bluegill right there.
It is.
Upside down bluegill. Look how big that thing is. It weighs a pound. Yeah.
And finally, I got to kiss my own fish.
Salad with it.
Yeah, I know.
There you go.
So, if anybody tries to tell me that angling is just luck, I'd say I was lucky to catch 23 fish with legend Jimmy Houston. But it was skill that determined the final count of fish caught of 22 for Jimmy and 1 for me. I'm Augustus Cook for Discover Oklahoma.
That's what I talk about, Oklahoma sugar right there. Oklahoma sugar for sure.
Jimmy Houston really is an Oklahoma original, and we are so proud that he is out there representing the great state of Oklahoma.
Oklahoma Tourism and Recreation Department Executive Director Shelley Zumwalt sat down with Jimmy to talk about where some of his favorite Oklahoma fishing spots are.
Jimmy, you grew up in Moore, Oklahoma, correct?
I did.
So talk to me about your childhood and how you came about to really treasure the state parks and going fishing at the state parks. Take me on that journey.
We would go to 10 Killer every year on summer vacation. So my mom and dad had a real love for that lake, and when he had the opportunity to buy that resort down there, he did, and he quit a really good job as a general manager of a big wholesale food company up there, and we moved to the lake. And of course, when you then move from simply living kind of on the outskirts of town, country boy, but close to Oklahoma City, to on the lake, that obviously changes everything about what you do. It changed my life, you know.
Yeah, that's amazing. My family actually went to 10 Killer too.
Really?
I have a lot of
Yeah.
great memories there.
Well, we still have, you know, I still have a house on Lake 10 Killer. I have businesses on Lake 10 Killer. Both my kids live there. My grandkids all live down there. I grew up and moved away from my kids instead of the other way around. But they all come down here because they love to be here at the ranch.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So I'm going to take a little bit of a trip up north and talk about Keystone, because I've heard the paddle fishing there is amazing. There's just, you know, breaking records. What can you tell me about that?
The big deal is to catch one that weighs 100 pounds. So you think about 100-pound freshwater fish.
As a human.
There's not many like that anywhere in the world. Yeah. And yet we have them there at Lake Keystone, but it's a great crappie lake. We've done crappie shows there. It's a tremendous bass fishing lake. Like I said, I won my first state championship there on Keystone. It's a great catfish lake as well.
Really?
We might mention Lake Texoma and the big giant blue cat there, because the world record, that's a world record there also. Okay, you know, and I don't even know what it is, but it's like 130 pounds or something.
Yeah, I remember.
It's way up there. But we've got beautiful state parks and great fishing everywhere. Another little lake down there in Oklahoma, right there by 10 Killer, is Greenleaf. Little Greenleaf Lake has got great fishing, tremendous crappie fishing early in the year.
I've read that you are a social media influencer.
Well, we got about 1 million people on social media, and our biggest is Facebook, which we got about 640,000 people on. And so we've always promoted Oklahoma, and we promoted Oklahoma fishing, and people around the nation have a hard time understanding when they see us doing television shows on like Cedar Lake or Okmulgee or Keystone or 10 Killer or Lake Fuquay or wherever, Arbuckle Lake right here, which is 5 miles right down the way, Lake Murray, Texoma. When they see us doing, they say, my gosh, you know, we didn't realize y'all had all that water in Oklahoma. We've got fantastic marinas, we've got parks everywhere. I mean, we probably have enough parks in the state of Oklahoma for just about everybody in Oklahoma to go camp out this
100%.
weekend and still have a space to do it in.
Yeah.
There's nothing Jimmy Houston likes better than promoting fishing in Oklahoma, and of course, we love that too. He's been a huge supporter of the Oklahoma Fishing Trail, which was launched about 4 years ago. In fact, Jimmy Houston and 2016 Bassmaster Classic champion Edwin Evers have both graced the covers of our fishing trail guides.
You can get your free copy just in time for the fishing season getting info on licenses, regulations, record catches, and 6 different fishing loops that will take you through every part of Oklahoma.
We've got over 55,000 square miles of shoreline in Oklahoma and over 200 lakes, and you can fish everything from bluegill to alligator gar.
Now, you may be asking yourself, where can I get my hands on this free fishing trail guide?
We're going to tell you. Just go to travelok.com/fishing trail. You can order a guide and have it sent straight to your door for free, or you can download a digital version. It's that simple. And we have these brand new fishing trail stickers that you can find at all of our fishing trail lakes, as well as our information centers. You can put this on your tackle box, your boat, or your car.
Or you could just put it on your grill right here. How about that? Would that work?
You could do that, Dino, but you're not going to be able to eat that catfish that we're going to be telling everybody about later.
Okay, well then I'll just put it on my car.
Good plan, Dino. We're headed to another Jimmy's, where the catfish is just one of the menu items that will get you hankering for some good Oklahoma cooking. And did we mention fried pies?
Some of Oklahoma's favorite dishes are also being served up now in our new state park restaurants. We'll visit Sequoyah State Park's new Lookout Kitchen coming up.
But first, a place to eat, stay, and play on beautiful Lake Tenkiller.
I feel like Burnt Cabin's kind of a hidden oasis.
Hope that lures you to stay as our fishing trail episode on Discover Oklahoma continues. We will be right back.
Inside the Oklahoma Travel Guide, inspiration grows and history glows. Adventures are epic, immersive, and larger than life, like Oklahoma. Order or download your free guide at travelok.com.
Welcome back to Pier 51 Marina at Lake Keystone State Park, where they have a fully stocked ship store with just about anything you need for a lake trip, including boat rentals. In fact, right now we are on a boat provided by Pier 51 Marina. And they have a restaurant there at the marina where you can enjoy a meal and, of course, the beautiful view of Lake Keystone.
Yeah, these are great views out here, Dino. And we're on the northeast Oklahoma loop of the Oklahoma Fishing Trail. We have 6 loops on this fishing trail that's outlined in the Oklahoma Fishing Trail Guide.
Also on the northeastern loop is Lake Tenkiller, where our Deanne Stein and videographer Chris Cook found a lakeside retreat that absolutely has it all. Burnt Cabin Marina and Resort in Park Hill.
It's no secret why Lake Tenkiller is an Oklahoma gem.
The lake is just really, really pretty. I mean, the scenery's gorgeous.
Nestled in the Cookson Hills, the lake is surrounded by rocky bluffs and a wooded shoreline. The clear blue water and beautiful landscape together make the perfect backdrop for Burnt Cabin Marina and Resort.
I feel like Burnt Cabin's kind of a hidden oasis on a beautiful lake that is called Tenkiller.
Bryce Luber said his family bought the marina back in 2009 and renovated it to have an upper scale feel while keeping it family friendly.
That's our goal, is for this to be a family marina, because my mom grew up loving the lake with all of us kids, and she loved coming here for that reason. So providing that for the people, it's great. People enjoying it.
This is kind of like the Taj Mahal of the marinas.
Because this place has everything. It's stocked with all the items you would need to go out on the water, and even a section to browse just for fun.
They sell everything from swimsuits to dresses if you need a dress for the evening. They have shoes, also groceries. I mean, they have everything covered.
But outside, the main attraction is this floating bar and restaurant.
It's great views, and it's nice. You got a little breeze coming off the water, and so I'm here with my daughter and a few of my grandkids, so we took a day, get out on the boat.
The owners brought in a chef to refine the menu at the Boat Bar and Grill, and the customers sure have noticed.
So they have like fusion tacos, they have a cabin burger, they have really great quesadillas. So kind of a little upscale for marina fare, because usually it's, fried foods.
They prepared a few favorites for us, including this Key West shrimp salad with island vinaigrette and the blackened surf fish tacos. Both are delicious, but I especially enjoyed these pulled pork nachos. If you just need to cool off with a drink, belly up to the Boat Bar for a fun cocktail or beer.
I hadn't had anything bad yet. It's good quality. I just can't say enough good about it, the entire place.
The resort also offers 285 boat slips, boat rentals and sales, as well as a courtesy dock where you can park your boat and eat. And if you want to stay, there are camping RV sites and lakeview cabins with kitchens.
It is peaceful. That's why we're here during the week, because the peacefulness. We don't want all the you know, hustle and bustle of the weekends.
We want to be the place where people come hang out, have a few drinks, get some good food, and then go home.
Whether it's for a week or just a weekend. At Burnt Cabin Marina and Resort on Lake Tenkiller, I'm Deanne Stein for Discover Oklahoma.
Deanne says this is a place where you could enjoy a multi-day stay because there's so much to do. Plan your trip at travelok.com/burntcabin, and remember that's burnt, B-U-R-N-T. You know, I have to tell you that I actually learned more about fishing from my mom than my dad.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of women anglers out there. Did your mom love to fish?
Not really, but she realized that if she cooked a fish for me, then she could feed me for a day. And then if she taught me how to catch a fish, she could get rid of me for an entire weekend.
A mother's love, how touching.
I thought so too. Okay, seriously, you're going to love these next two destinations. Perfect for our Fishing Trails show. We're going to fry up a little catfish and lots more good cafe cooking at this Okie classic, like homemade yeast roll.
And we're going to check out the new Lookout Kitchen restaurant at Sequoyah State Park. Get this, a bacon cheeseburger salad. The best of both worlds, maybe. That is still ahead. Be right back.
The free Oklahoma Outdoor Guide is your North Star, lighting your way to jaw-dropping beauty and heart-pumping adventure. Order or download yours today at travelok.com.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma. Joining me this week is Lieutenant Governor Matt Pinnell.
Well, thanks for having me again, Dino. We're out here on the Oklahoma Fishing Trail at Lake Keystone, just west of Tulsa.
It's part of the Northeast Loop described in the Oklahoma Fishing Trail Guide. So is scenic Lake Fort Gibson and Sequoyah State Park, where our Jennifer Reynolds and videographer Chris Cook sampled the fare at the brand new Lookout Kitchen restaurant.
There are a lot of reasons to visit one of the new Lookout Kitchen restaurants like this one at Sequoyah State Park in Holbert.
We are celebrating our 45th wedding anniversary, and so we camp, and we're camping over at Sequoyah State Park, and we used to come here to eat, and we couldn't wait to come try the new one.
For Jay and Joanna Rasp, the Lookout Kitchen gets a thumbs up.
I got the boneless buffalo wing salad, very, very good, and very tasty.
I got the fish platter. That's shrimp, catfish, salad, and a baked potato. It's all good. It is all good, and really it's very plentiful.
Alan Stropp and Veronica Nickel came for the park as well as the restaurant. They spent some time in the late afternoon admiring the view of beautiful Lake Fort Gibson right outside the front door.
And then I gave my friend here a putting lesson at the golf course, and then we came to eat, and the food's good, so it's all around been a good time.
A good time and good food.
This is grilled chicken with bacon, and then I love sweet potato fries.
I've had a meatball sub sandwich with sweet potato fries. Very good.
Her only complaint?
It's too big. But that's okay. That's okay.
Got more for tomorrow.
That's right. Absolutely.
We had to try the bacon cheeseburger salad. What an idea. For those of us who don't eat the bun anyway, it's perfect. Crispy, fresh greens, homemade ranch dressing, plus a great burger and really delicious bacon. But coming to the Lookout Kitchen at Sequoyah State Park is also about the experience.
The lake and the whole atmosphere and all the things to do and all that. That's why this place is so neat.
State's done a good job of fixing up the parks. And we're really proud to now announce to people, we're state park people and enjoying the camping and the sights.
Plan your visit to Sequoyah State Park, where there's also horseback riding, camping, hiking, and much more. Find the details at travelok.com/Sequoia.
You can catch some nice catfish out here at Lake Keystone.
Or you can swing by our next destination and just order up a platter full. And that's just the beginning of what's on the menu at this classic Okie Café.
It's like going to grandma's house.
Only nobody will make you sit at the kids' table or do the dishes. Right back with more Discover Oklahoma.
Happy birthday!
Miss you guys.
Blue skies smiling at me, talking about blue skies, do I see?
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma. Right now we are on Lake Keystone, and over my shoulder is the Keystone Ancient Forest, and I'm with Lieutenant Governor Matt Pinnell.
Well, you know, Dino, we've been talking a whole lot about catfish this whole show, so I'm ready to get to that segment, so let's get to it.
All right. Hop on board with me and videographer Brian Boone for a trip to Jimmy's Roundup Cafe and Fried Pies in Southwest OKC.
The food is so delicious here. Everything's made from scratch, and it tastes way different than eating anywhere else.
Remember what she said, because it will be mentioned again in this story. It is very important. This made-from-scratch food is a big reason Jimmy's Roundup Cafe and Fried Pies has been in business for 35 years in the same location.
And today, right now, they come from all over the great state of Oklahoma to eat here. It's made from scratch food. You know, it's just been great, and it's just, every day we got new customers come in, and it's just amazing.
There's a lot to choose from on the extensive menu, but people tend to gravitate toward a handful of delicious mainstays, the first of which takes me back to my childhood in McAllister.
Every time someone comes in new, they'll mention those made from scratch hand-painted cheese dinner rolls. That's 90% of the time. Then they'll mention, oh, we come in for the chicken fry, and we came in for the catfish, or the chicken livers we can't find anywhere, or them hand-smashed burgers with them fresh cut fries. You know, that's what gets people's attention, that made-from-scratch food.
And preparing the food that way takes more time. They hand batter the catfish, the chicken fried steak, and so on. They go through about 250 pounds of ground chuck a week for their delicious burgers and meatloaf. It is an art form watching them prepare those dinner rolls. There are countless dishes that bring back happy memories.
So it's like eating at home. It's like going to grandma's house. It takes you back, you know, in a world where things feel canned, even when you go out to eat now. Everything at Jimmy's, you can tell, is homemade and made with love.
I love the catfish, and I'm not a catfish eater at all. And when I tried the catfish here, I rave about the catfish, and I won't eat catfish anywhere else.
I also love his breakfast.
And another one of my favorites, breakfast is served all day. For dessert, one cannot forget the fried pies, but when it comes to their catfish, that's the dish Jimmy recommends for someone's first visit here.
It says Jimmy's Roundup Cafe. It doesn't say Jimmy's Catfish. And there's some days I sell more catfish than I do chicken fried steak. We have our own recipe. We hand bread our own catfish. We're what a cafe used to be. We're what a cafe should be. That's what drives people from all over this great state of Oklahoma. So we just cannot find a cafe like you in our town. They're gone. The big chain restaurants have taken over. You know, we're very casual dining. You just come in here dressed how you want to be dressed.
Jimmy gives much credit to his staff, some of whom have been with him for 20 years. And now Jimmy's son is helping and has become a part of this family business.
Well, if you want to be competitive in this competitive market we've got, you've got to go above and beyond. American people want three things: service, service, service. And those that give the best service are the ones that are going to be around for 35 years. That's the same location.
At Jimmy's Roundup Cafe at that same location in Oklahoma City, I'm Dino Lalli for Discover Oklahoma. Jimmy's Roundup Cafe and Fried Pies in Southwest Oklahoma City is open 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Find their website at travelok.com/Jimmy's. This has been such a fun day, I have to tell you, and thanks so much to Keystone State Park Manager Chad McCall and the fine folks at Pier 51 Marina for hosting us this week.
And don't forget to download or order your Oklahoma Fishing Trail Guide. We've been focused on the Northeast Loop this week, but there are 5 other loops and dozens of different fishing experiences laid out for you in the guide. Just go to travelok.com/fishing trail or fishinok.com to learn more about the great angling adventures to be had all across our great state.
Ready to wrap this up?
I'm ready.
All right, so until next time, remember,
there's always something to fish for in Oklahoma. All right, Dino, let's get serious about this.
All right.
I'm ready to kiss a fish.
All right, I'm ready to eat some catfish, so.